A Liberian coal ship exploded in Baltimore's harbor near the site of the collapsed Francis Scott Key Bridge, sending a 30-ton hatch into the Patapsco River and temporarily disrupting shipping traffic, according to the U.S. Coast Guard. News.com has learned that the blast occurred on board the W-Sapphire, a 751-foot vessel carrying coal out of the port. While no injuries were reported, the incident raised fresh concerns over maritime safety in a waterway already strained by the bridge disaster last year. The explosion happened as the W-Sapphire coal ship was departing with 23 crew members and 2 pilots on board. Baltimore fire officials confirmed that despite the force of the blast, the ship remained afloat. Tugboats escorted it back to port for stabilization. The cause of the explosion is not yet known, and investigators are examining whether it was linked to the vessel's coal cargo or mechanical systems. The ship enacted its emergency vessel response plan and is currently anchored in stable condition north of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, according to the Coast Guard. Immediately after the incident, the Coast Guard established a 2,000-yard safety zone. Vessel movements in and out of the Fort McHenry Federal Channel, a major commercial route, were temporarily halted. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers deployed sonar equipment to check the riverbed for hazards. Their survey identified significant debris, including a 30-ton hatch that detached from the W-Sapphire and sank near the navigation channel. The restrictions disrupted port activity for nearly 24 hours, underscoring the vulnerability of Baltimore's harbor following the Key Bridge collapse. Recovery teams prioritized the removal of the massive hatch because of its potential to obstruct ship traffic. After several days of intermittent restrictions, the Coast Guard confirmed that the hatch had been lifted from the riverbed. The Port of Baltimore reported that with the hatch removed, the Fort McHenry Channel has fully reopened to maritime traffic. Federal officials are currently investigating what caused the explosion, according to reports. The Coast Guard and partner agencies plan a joint boarding of the vessel to review its systems, cargo handling and safety compliance. Once the inspection is complete, a plan will be developed to move the W-Sapphire out of port. Officials emphasize that the ship remains stable and poses no immediate threat to the harbor.